Who's that? Commander Claw. Who's bad? Commander Claw. Welcome back to another episode of the 10-Minute Commander Guide. Today's episode will be about Mishra Tamer of Mak Fawa. You know him as one of the brothers from the Brothers War expansion set, so let's not get into the lore and let's jump right into the commander's ability and explore the possible strategies. Mishra Tamer of Mak Fawa for 3 colors, black and a red. Rakdos colors is a 4/4 legendary human artificer. He reads, permanents you control have ward, sacrifice a permanent. Each artifact card in your graveyard has Unearth, tap 1 colorless and Rakdos colors. Unearth is return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. Unearth only as a sorcery. To be honest with you, his abilities are straightforward and seems kind of boring, especially if you stay in Rakdos colors. Like, what artifacts are you wanting to bring back desperately besides the overused Mindslaver? Well, it's a secret commander alert here. When I mention a commander as a secret commander, it means they are better in the 99. Without further ado, here are 3 commanders you should add Mishra into your 99. We will explain each one and why. First, we have Issue. For Mardu colors, he's a 3/4 legendary human samurai. He says, if a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Using Mishra's ability and adding the color white, most likely you're going to have equipments in your deck. White does have an advantage of returning permanents from the graveyard to the hand or battlefield, but it gets better if your equipment has protection with ward, sacrifice a permanent. Too often they are easily destroyed. Plus, those equipments have Unearth for 1 colorless, black and red. Using the right time to bring them back and attach them to a creature, however, you will need to pay the equipment cost. Imagining a Hail Mary attack, retrieving your Moonsilver Spear, Helm of the Host, or other equipment combo pieces. Unearth cost is cheaper than their original casting costs. Don't forget Sunforger is such a busted equipment. You will pay a total of 8 mana to retrieve from the graveyard, attach and unattach to search your library for an instant card. But hell, these are all the game-winning or saving moves that you need to play. Next up, we have Dahada, Binder of Wills. Dahada, Binder of Wills is a Mardu color, 1 colorless Planeswalker. Her first loyalty ability for uptick 2. Up to 1 target legendary creature gains Vigilance, Lifelink, and Indestructible until your next turn. Her negative 3. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put any number of legendary cards from among them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Create a treasure token for each card put into your graveyard this way. And her ultimate for negative 11. Gain control of all non-land permanents until end of turn. Untap them, they gain haste until end of turn. And she can also be used as your commander. In summary, Mishra offers your Planeswalkers protection with ward because she is a permanent. Generally, Planeswalkers are susceptible to attacks or black targeted removal spells that mention Planeswalkers. With Mishra, you have just limited their option. The first 2 of Dahada loyalty abilities are compatible with Mishra. Give him Indestructibility, Lifelink, and Vigilance until your next turn, allowing you to swing with a 4/4 body, play defense, and gain life. What? Her second ability is allowing you to mill yourself in order to unearth an artifact you may have potentially been looking for, maybe an Embercleave or a Drashnian. Next up, we have the Jund Commanders. First is Lord Windgrace, which is another Planeswalker commander. Lord Windgrace costs 2 colors, Jund colors, black, red, and green, is legendary Planeswalker. For his uptick first ability, +2, discard a card, then draw a card. Rummaging effect. If a land card is discarded this way, draw an additional card. Alright, his second loyalty ability, -3. Return up to 2 target land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, followed by his ultimate. Destroy up to 6 targeted non-land permanents. Then create 6 2/2 green cat warrior creature tokens with Force Walk. Lord Windgrace can be your commander. Alright now, so in summary, you are able to rummage with Lord Windgrace, his first ability, and you can retrieve an artifact card when you're ready. The synergy is great here between the 2. Literally nothing goes to waste with Mishra and Lord Windgrace on the battlefield together. Finally, we have Ziatora the Incinerator. Let me read the card. Ziatora the Incinerator for 3 colors, black, red, and green, another Jund color, is a Demon Dragon 6/6 flyer. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Ziatora the Incinerator deals damage equal to the creature's power to any target, and you create 3 treasure tokens. That's a lot of treasure tokens, y'all. In summary, unearth an artifact creature like Combustible Hulk or Noxious Gear Hulk, and at the end step, sacrifice them to Ziatora. Thank you for watching the content on Mishra Tamer of Mak Fawa. If you love the content here, please consider subscribing for EDH Commander gameplay and cards from the Brothers War.